There are 25 ways to silently scream, and trust me, there are many more. But I want to give you 25 silent ways that you scream and you may not be aware of it. And if you ever had to hold yourself together while falling apart, you already know most of them. You also know that some screams don't need sound because they're already within our bodies, right? Think about how you clench your jaw when somebody crosses the line, or the text message that you type and delete because you want to be the bigger person, or in the deep breaths you take before saying, it's okay, but truthfully, it's not okay. And silence doesn't mean peace, right? Silence is often proof of how much pain you've learned to hold. So, how did we learn that quiet or silence meant safe? I think for most of us when we were young, we were taught that quiet meant good, that to be loved, we had to behave, that to be accepted, we had to shrink. We learned to smile through emotional pain and to apologize for crying, feeling, to swallow our truth to keep everybody else happy. But over time, our quiet turned into captivity. And I know I'm right about this. We didn't realize at the time that our voice wasn't the problem. Our voice was our pathway. So, what are the 25 silent ways that you scream? Maybe smiling when you want to cry, or saying I'm fine because honesty feels like a burden? What about being everyone's comfort while you suffer? Or staying in rooms where you know you shouldn't be? Laughing off disrespect just to keep the peace? Or helping people who will never help you? Making yourself small so others feel big, or over explaining what you already know is true? What about being a workaholic because rest feels unsafe? Or saying yes when you know you should say no? Crying in the shower so nobody hears you? Or loving people who only love how useful you are? Keeping secrets to protect someone who hurt you is another big one. Or trying to earn worth that was already yours. Being the strong one when you really want to break. Or dimming your light, your beautiful light, so others won't feel insecure. What about staying silent in moments when you know you needed to scream? Or holding forgiveness like a piece of gold while resentment eats you alive? Avoiding mirrors because you don't recognize yourself. This is a big one. Performing peace while living in chaos. What about writing what you can't say, or hiding how joyful you really are so others won't think you're too much? Taking care of others so you don't have to face your own pain. What about staying loyal to old versions of yourself, or holding your breath as you wait for permission to exhale? There's a cost to that silence because every unspoken truth becomes tension in the body. You've heard that the body remembers, right? The body holds on to traumatic events, both emotionally and physically. Think about your tight shoulders, or having a heavy heart, being emotionally numb. We often call it anxiety or burnout, but most of the time it's grief. Possibly grief for staying silent just to survive. It's grief. But you can't heal what you keep hidden, right? You can't be free if you keep quiet about what broke you, what held you in captivity. And I know silence may have kept you safe before, but in the long run, it keeps you small. Silence keeps you in survival mode. It keeps you from truly living and becoming your best self. So the question is, how do you stop screaming silently? That's the big question. Well, first, You start softly as you name what's hurting you. Next, you speak the truth out loud. Say the thing. Third, you let your tears flow without apologizing. No apologies needed. Fourth, you say no. No, 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 without explaining. Fifth, you stop pretending to be calm when you're really angry. And lastly, you embrace resting without feeling like you have to earn it. Because healing doesn't always sound brave. Sometimes it's accepting the fact that you're not fine and being okay with that. And being okay with that is the first step toward your freedom. So, something that I really want you to remember today, right now, in this moment, there are so many ways to scream silently, but there are just as many ways to be heard. Think about it. Every time you tell the truth, you turn your silence into sound that is so good. Every time you honor your voice, you train your mind to realize that quiet isn't always safe because the goal was never to be quiet. It's always to be real, to be authentic. And to be real, you have to honor the sound of it. Authenticity, it breathes, it breaks, and heals. So if you're done screaming in silence, one of the greatest things, the most phenomenal things you can do is start speaking in truth. And trust me, it is much, much louder than you think. I love you and God loves you. And yes, you are enough. There's absolutely nothing or no one on this earth that can change that. Okay, I am Katie Gates, and this is the place where I help women like you and me become the best people that we can be. If that is your vibe, subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I drop a new hot video just like this one, and leave me a comment. What's one way that you found yourself screaming silently? Okay, until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye bye.